Welcome back to another episode of Let's Go Hunt. Here to make your marklers, and markler. We have Sam Alexander, your host, Vince H, the diddly to your squat, Mike Gonzalez, ready to munch some delicious fresh beaver, and I'm Dave Packard, who is wrangling snakes in March.
Nope.
So, tonight, live from an actual truck, our special guest is Logan Arambo from Berserker Tactics. I said that right?
Yeah, close enough, man. That works.
Well, good enough. Okay. Yes, it's an actual truck, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh no. Here we go.
I even call that a truck.
KYS. You can't even call it a full truck. It's a semi truck. It's half a truck.
Okay, now I know why you get picked on. I get it now.
He set me up for this on purpose. I know. But I'm trolling him.
I listened to the last your guys' most recent episode that you guys put up, and it makes sense now, man. I get it.
Fuck him. I don't care.
Mike, I saw a quote today that reminded me of you, and it said, I have never met somebody that has reached their full potential before. I was like, oh, god damn.
Wow.
Another one that'll really deflate somebody's tires. You just walk up to someone, you're like, you know what I like about you? Nothing. Walk away. It just completely flattens them.
Unfortunately, I think I wrote that intro with Mike in mind because Dave said Marklars wrong.
I don't know what the fuck it is. Marklars. It sounds like a candy.
It's a South Park reference.
Oh yeah.
Can we not talk about the Gilgamesh for a minute?
Welcome to Marklar.
So Logan, pleasure
Yes.
to have you with us.
Thank
What
you for
is
having me.
Berserker Tactics?
Berserker Tactics is my firearms training company that I have up here in northern Colorado. I'm based out of Alt, Colorado, which is a smaller town than Springfield's, about the same size as Walsh, if anybody knows about that. But I just teach people how to shoot. I'm an NRA certified instructor in pistol, rifle, and shotgun. I also do personal protection in the home and outside the home classes, CCWs, and now the CCW refreshers, verified out of the Weld County Sheriff's Office. So I'm good all across Colorado. I do a lot of competition shooting as well, mostly
Mike
with pistols.
just got stiff.
I saw that.
You saw my mic go boing.
Yeah, ding. I do some competition shooting. Not much with mostly pistols. I've done a couple of rifle matches, but nothing with 3-gun, just because I know that once I do it, I'm going to be dumping money into it, and I don't want to do that. So I don't do PCC though. Just the 5.56 AR-15 5.56 matches. The only ones I've really been to are up in Ben Lomond, up by Elizabeth. So
Hey.
But yeah, so that's pretty much what I do with the company. I also do some coaching I've done some coaching for some law enforcement and some other USPSA, IDPA shooters, just want to work on footwork and transitions and whatnot. So
I shot a
running gun. Sorry, go ahead, Sam.
I shot a running gun 3-gun match at Ben Lomond ages ago.
Yeah, it's a nice range, man. They got a lot of really cool things over there. Really nice setup. The only downfall to it is that they will cancel a match if it looks like it's going to rain, or if it looks like it's going to snow. They will absolutely just shit can the whole thing, and then there's no rain or no snow. So it's kind of wishy-washy on whether they keep matches going up there, but yeah, it's I like that range. It's nice.
Dude, I love the matches I go to because they're the exact opposite of that.
They don't cancel them regardless of.
They'll start
whatever.
you in the middle of a thunderstorm.
That's so actually where I teach classes out at Crate Guns Sporting up in Nunn, Colorado, which is about 10 minutes from the house. They started doing this thing where they do fun steel matches once a month, and all walks of life. Doesn't matter your skill set or your ability to hit a target. Anybody can show up with whatever equipment you want. I mean, we've had people come up there with Uncle Mike's holsters and 380s that hold 6 rounds in the magazine. Had a couple of people that ran revolvers too, but they do that about once a month, and we don't care. They usually have me run a squad for them, and they don't care. I mean, we shot on borderline of blizzard one time. They don't give a shit.
They did 2 weekends up in Pawnee, Oklahoma this last time around, and the second weekend, the wind chill was in the negatives, and I think the high that day was 12 degrees, and there was about 8 inches of snow on the ground.
That is so tight.
Yeah, I used to shoot at.
I haven't seen freaking 8 inches of snow in months.
We haven't seen snow in months.
That's
I used
true.
to shoot at Ben Lomond. They have the monthly USPSA match out there. I used to shoot that one pretty regularly. I would shoot that one and the Pikes Peak one here pretty regularly. But then I had back surgery and I was limping around a bunch, couldn't get around. So I kind of fell off of it for a while, and I'm just now getting back into it. Haven't gone back out to Ben Lomond since. It's been 4 years, but
It's such a hike out there, man, and it is a drive.
It's not too bad from where I'm at. Like I'm literally East Springs, so I can jump right on 24 and I can be there in about 45 minutes. It's really not too bad.
Yeah, well, and my brother lives he lives pretty close to you, and it's about a 45-minute drive for him as well. They've got quite a few matches up here. Weld County Fish and Wildlife have one, 2 over in Platteville, Boulder. Those are
they
all
do the Rocky Mountain 300 every year up there
at the Weld County.
Yeah,
that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I hear that one sells out like within minutes.
Yeah, you got to be on top of it on practice score. If not, you ain't getting in.
Love that.
Yeah,
maybe one of these days.
Maybe.
What do you shoot?
Well, okay, so let me ask you that. What do you think that so my skill levels is not to like jerk myself off or anything like that, but I'm pretty good at what I do.
Save that for the paid section of this show, please.
Yeah, save that for the lot lizard.
Yeah, we want to make that part.
What do you think I shoot? What does it look like I shoot?
Well, I want to say what class are you, but that's not the right.
I'm not classed, and I'm not ranked.
Okay.
I was, when I first started, I was production, and now I'm optics. Optics.
Carry optics or limited optics?
Carry optics, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. That's what I would have guessed. Like something, I was thinking like you seemed not douchey enough to run open, but you've got an optic on your gun because you're an instructor. So it was going to be limited optics or carry optics.
No, Sam, you said a SIG. Which one?
I cheated. So I don't know, I looked at your website. So.
You looked at my website?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm for.
There's not a SIG Sauer on that website.
Well, there's not. That's why I was saying SIG. I was just being a dick.
Thank you.
Now you see why he gets picked on.
Yeah. So I actually I run the Shadow Systems XR 920. I've got the DR and the MR, but the XR I have set up for the competition.
You're one of those.
That's awesome.
We should introduce you to somebody that Mike and I do another podcast with. You two could just whack each other off over Shadow Systems.
Dude, I was going to bring it up. I was at the range on Sunday, and I was looking at the used rack, and there was a DR in there for about $900.
I know you were.
Well,
and I was like,
I'll tell you what, between the Glocks and Shadow Systems and the other fancy, it's kind of funny because whenever I go out, whenever I show up to a match, I'm quite literally the poor boy. Have you guys ever seen that or heard that video clip of "We're poor, aren't we?" And the mom says, "Yeah, we are." Because everybody else is running like Staccatos, Atlases, the CZ Shadow 2s, all these fancy fucking guns. And I've got this broke dick XR 920. And I say broke dick, I mean, it's $1,000 gun with probably a $400 optic on top of it. I run a Holosun 509T. And
I go on those.
Yeah, I mean, they're fantastic. And I still smoke the shit out of them. So it's like,
see, that's the thing is there's a lot of people at matches that think that you can buy skill and you cannot.
I still am dealing with that with almost everybody that I know. Even, there's so many people like, oh, I'm looking to upgrade my trigger. Why?
Upgrade your skill.
You can't run the gun, period. like even with me and my abilities, I can't outrun the XR or any of my guns. I can't outrun them. Why would I update them or upgrade them? You know, there's just no really point. And the one thing like with Glocks and that style, like they, if you start messing with the triggers, they'll turn into a 320 really quick if you do it wrong. So you don't really, I don't really believe in messing with triggers, but
honestly, a Glock trigger, anybody that says it sucks doesn't really know what a shitty trigger feels like. A Glock trigger is completely fine.
they don't shoot revolvers.
Nope. If I can run a Glock as fast as I do, they're completely fine.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting below 0.2 splits, 0.2 of a second splits, you're fine. You're okay.
I can say for certainty, I can shoot this way better than I can shoot this. Just
Really?
because the trigger is better.
Define right hand this versus left hand this for audience.
Okay, fine. This is my 1911 that I built and did a trigger job on it myself, and this
Nice.
is my tricked out P365.
Is that the X carry?
What's that?
Is that the X carry?
This is a Wilson Combat macro comp.
Nice.
And yeah, the 1911 still shoots better, and I shoot it better, just all around. And it reminds me that the saying, it's not the arrow, it's the Indian. That's only half of that saying. The whole thing is, it's not the arrow, it's the Indian, but beware the best Indian with the best arrows. So I think you're right that like most people do just need to go get more skill, but once you get there, once you get to the top, like that's when finding the thing that works best for you can really come into its own, because you can utilize that mechanical ability better. Like the mechanics do get better.
I would 100% agree with you, Vince.
It's like Steph Curry when he was bouncing the basketball on the court and he found a dead spot. And when you are so good that you're like, it has to be the floor, it's not me. And it was a dead spot in the floor. I think, yeah, that's when it's time to like you stair step yourself. I think.
Yeah. I'll go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say when I have I teach two dudes pretty regularly. I just run like an hour-long fundies lessons, dry firing lessons mostly with them as often as we can. We were at the range a little while back, and one of them was like, is my gun fucked up? And I was like, I don't know, let me see it. So I went and nope, it's fine, it's just you. And then I watched him and I was like, all right, here's what you're doing wrong. And he was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah,
I think my
gun's fucked up. No, it's not.
Let me see it real quick. And I'm like, keyholing every single one. No, it's not the gun, it's you.
Yep.
It's okay though.
There's nothing that in my eyes, I'm still slow. I still suck, and I'm still bad at what I do. But then I teach people who are starting out their journey with handguns, and it makes me one, you learn more from your students than you do from instructors, because you learn all the bad habits that they're doing. You see what they're doing, you learn not to do that, and they also teach you a bunch of shit too. But
They do.
It's kind of an ego boost, to be honest. Like, it's not why I teach, but it is an ego boost.
Yeah, it definitely can be. And a lot of like, whenever I'm coaching people out there, or even like doing like the CCW classes and stuff like that, and I can just look at how they're holding a gun and know that they're going to be shooting low left, or they're going to be shooting high, or whatever. It definitely is an ego boost. But then whenever I do it, like if I'm like running drills or something and I send one low and I know, because I'm an idiot, then it humbles me. I also don't think that I am the best ever. I suck. I just try to improve more than I did the last match, and if I can get my hit factor up just at one little point, we're good. But if not, now, not to really kind of go off the rails on this one, but just kind of talk about people's skill level. I just want to get I just want to ask you guys this question. When it comes to that new law that passed in July of 25, the one that concerns the refresher courses for CCW.
SB003.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
Wait. The refresher for CCW classes or the must go to CPW to get a FOID card?
The refresher classes, not the
Okay, not 003 then.
yeah,
Oh,
not
okay.
003,
No, not
sorry.
003.
No, it
Okay.
was so that one hasn't passed yet. That's supposed to go up in August of 26th of this year.
Well, it's passed.
Yeah.
It's not implemented.
Yeah.
I see what
Okay.
you're saying. I got you. You meant it was implemented. Okay.
Yeah. But the mandate that you have to take a refresher course before you can renew your CCW. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's fucking stupid because I also think that in the interests of a well-regulated militia defending this nation, the government needs to be holding not mandatory classes, but classes that the government pays for, and say, hey, you want to learn how to run your pistol? Come to this class. You want to learn how to run your shotgun? Come to this class. You want to learn how to wear your body armor properly? Come to this class. You want to learn how to run your AR? Come to this class. The government needs to stop wasting money on welfare programs and implement stuff like that in the interests of the well-regulated militia. And on that lines, having to have a refresher course that really probably isn't even a refresher course for these people that, I mean, they're barely shooting their guns as it is. The refresher course isn't doing them anything. It's just, it's another method of control for the state to have over us. There have been studies done that prove that when you do not mandate training, people instead spend the money to go out and get training. Like if you, constitutional carry states, every state that has passed constitutional carry has seen because people are spending money on their concealed carry permits, they're not taking classes because they only have money for one or the other. What the constitutional carry states found was when you don't mandate the class or you don't mandate the license to carry, people now have the money to actually go get educated and take a decent class. Now, to get back on
the thing where they think the mandated class actually teaches you something.
Right. That's my entire point.
Yeah, the mandated class is usually just the equivalent of a corporate insurance cop out.
Right.
Like, we taught you this, that means you're liable for it, and we're not.
And Sam, what do you think? Yeah, you.
Don't look at me. I'm moving to Wyoming.
Mid.
I'll have an opinion on this Colorado bullshit pretty soon.
But you live here now, so what's your opinion?
Not up here though. Up here I live. Woo.
What's CCW? No, just kidding.
You're a little bit too loud over there, Dave.
Dave, what do you think?
Okay, I'm gonna spin this. Why don't we do the same thing with driver's licenses? Because we have a lot more car wrecks than we do NDs, shootings, all that shit. I would rather see somebody get a refresher on a driver's license than I would a CCW.
Yep.
That said, the mandated training, when I took my CCW, we sat in front of a PowerPoint and they read it off line by line, didn't expand on much. I've never been flagged so much in my life than at that class. We didn't go out and shoot, and I was handing me my cart, which I shoot. I have a range at my house. So I know gun safety. I teach my kids gun safety, and I practice and that kind of stuff. That said, I think there's bigger issues than a refresher course on CCW.
CCW holders are the least likely to commit crimes and have negligent discharges by demographic. Police officers are more likely to commit crimes and have negligent discharges with their firearms than concealed carrier. Why aren't the cops getting refresher courses? No, well, I suppose, to be fair, the cops are getting their refresher courses when they fire their 25 rounds every year.
It just doesn't matter.
To be fair, 50% of cop negligent discharges are because of SIG.
Can we start calling those negligent discharges?
They are reliable.
You know how the slur became SIGGers? We should just call them. I like SIGlets better.
Siglet. No, Siglet's
Ah,
what I call my
Like
365.
piglets.
Yeah.
Like
No,
genuinely,
that's specifically for crops then.
my
So-
365's name genuinely is Siglet.
Want to see
What
my
do you
Siglet?
What do you think, Logan?
So personally, and I teach classes to pay bills, right? Like that
Yeah.
is my business, what I do. And what I will say is that for me to be able to carry a gun however I want to is unconstitutional. For me to have this card that says I can carry a gun however the hell I want to, that is an unconstitutional thing. Absolutely.
Correct.
I agree. Now, what you brought up was a well-regulated militia. I get that. And probably around the circle of people that we know as a collective, we know what guns are and what they're supposed to do and all that other good stuff, right? We know how to shoot them. But what I will say, in the 6 months, 7 months that I've been putting on these classes, there's people who are adamant shooters or claim to be, right? But they have absolutely no idea how to work a gun. Now, most people, when they go to the range, right, they go to an indoor range, they go to an outdoor range, and all they're doing is they're standing in front of a piece of paper and they go dink, 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 cool, right? And they go home. There's no drills, there's no forced reloads, there's no malfunction mitigation, there's no working under stress, there's none of that. Most of the people, another point that you brought up was that CCW holders as a whole don't have near as many accidents and won't commit crimes and stuff like that. I mean, that's true, but a lot of it has to do with, for the simple fact that whoever taught them their class before scared the living shit out of them. And good, you know, that's fine. If you're not comfortable in carrying, then don't carry a gun. Don't do it. When it comes to my refresher courses, almost across the board, I have had every single one of those people who've come through my class say we learned more in the 2 hours that we were with you than in the 8 hours or the 4 hours that we were with somebody 5 years ago, because that's what it was. Colorado didn't require that there was a live fire. They didn't require an hour. You could go borderline go in there with a 100 safety card and get your CCW. And a lot of these instructors were absolutely crack jobs. I mean, they were terrible. They didn't care about their students. They were charging $400 for a CCW class, and they don't care. Once you pay them their money, they're like, fuck it, I'm out, right?
A permit mill.
Yeah. But one of the things that I will say about that is, like, I feel like there is a responsibility for me as an instructor. If that person is, you know, gets into a gunfight, right, and accidentally tags Miss Betty behind the bad guy, when he goes to court, when he goes to trial, guess who else is going to be called up in that trial? It's going to be me. They're going to call me up and they're going to be like, hey, we want to see exactly what you covered in your class, what you talked about, and, you know, if there was a qualification course that was held. So there is some responsibility on the instructors now. Before, not so much. NRA did a really good job of making it a point that the NRA instructors are responsible for their students in and outside of the classroom. So I do think that the refresher course is a little silly. However, there are some people that are out there right now that, you know, they're wanting to retain it. They do need that training. The other thing with the training aspect of it, a lot of people don't know where to go. They don't know where to go to get this training. A lot of the people that come to me, they either found me on the Weld County website or they called a gun range or a gun store and said, hey, we're looking for a refresh course. Do you know anybody? And thankfully, I've got enough people who like me enough to say, yeah, give this guy a call. They don't know where to go. And I think that's kind of a sad thing. But I mean, there are also people who they work in an office 8 hours a day, or, you know, they have absolutely no inkling to be like, I need to be more proficient with this thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we change that culture, but it's going to take something big and bad to get people to kind of wake up and realize, oh shit, maybe I probably should go out to the range at least once a month, maybe, and actually run drills instead of just shooting at trash. But
That's one of the things I'm the biggest advocate for, is running drills and not just shooting at trash, because, you know, I'm in the range all the time seeing people just dumping around. Like they put their target at 5 yards. They have the target that has the dude holding a woman hostage, and it's got the brightly colored pink and yellows and stuff like that. And you're supposed to shoot dude holding a gun or knife on the hostage, right? And these people have just holes in all over this paper, and then they go home happy,
In my
like they
defense,
accomplished something. And I'm like,
that blonde bitch looks like my ex-girlfriend.
Hey,
and again, we were talking about some of this in our show we do before this, AK-47 radio. I was talking about my range trip. I went to the range on Sunday to shoot my PCC and make sure it still runs, because I have a match tomorrow night. There was a guy there, and the dude, he was shooting 1.5-inch, 2-inch groups at 7 yards, which was really, really good for him. That's great. Then there was this other dude, an Army vet from the sounds of it, and he was asking about, how are you shooting so accurately, et cetera, et cetera. And the dude was, to shorten it up, the dude basically showed him the Weaver stance and said, you have to shoot like this. And I was like, no, you don't. But I'm not about to go over there and interject myself and say, actually, this dude's full of shit. Don't let his cute shooting fool you. He's shooting one shot, putting the gun down and walking away and coming back. I want to see him do it quickly. If he can do it quickly, then you should listen to him. Let me show you how to do this quickly. But we were leaving, and I was not about to get into all that. But this is the average gun owner that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Most gun owners are not the five of us that actually know what we're talking about. Most gun owners are. Go ahead.
I work with a guy, not Kyle. I work with a guy that I've had to show him how to take the bolt carrier out of an AR 5 times.
Jesus.
Still can't remember.
I just don't
Oh my.
understand that.
Bro.
well, I mean,
You
you
don't
don't know what
understand
you
how to
don't
take the
know.
bolt carrier
I have
out of an
run out of
AR?
fathom.
Or
Yeah, I don't know how to teach you.
I mean, you don't know what you don't know, and I understand that. And I try to give some people some
Yeah.
grace, but yeah, 5 times, like, bro, like you,
yeah, you're not even trying at this point.
yeah, you're
Maybe just put it down. Sell it and buy another lever action.
Get an AK. It's got 4 parts. You'll be fine. Still can't figure it out. I can't get the dust cover back on.
Well, since this is a hunting show, Logan, do you hunt a lot?
Well, as a kid, I did a lot of like small game stuff. I mean, grew up on a farm ranch, so
Oh
shoot,
yeah.
shoot all kinds of those goofy little critters. Raccoons are my favorite. I don't know who's got the. I can't remember who's got the raccoon problem, but
Oh, that would be me.
yeah, I feel for you, buddy. But yeah, actually, the last time that I went elk hunting was when I was a senior in high school, and then I hadn't been again until just this last October with my brother. We went up to Walden, Walden, up in that area. It was supposed to be a hunting trip, but what it actually turned into being was extreme hiking with guns.
I love that. It's my
yes.
favorite.
Yep.
Yeah,
I took a gun for a walk in the woods.
yes.
Heavily armed hiking.
Yeah, and it wasn't like we found a trail and would just like be bopping around all day. No, we were climbing up and down about 1,000 feet of elevation, one way, coming back down, going back up again. Deadfall anywhere from knee high all the way to chest high.
Fucking deadfall.
Saplings this so goddamn thick that I was getting pine needles and shit all over inside of my there. I had a pine needle inside of my bolt, inside of my bolt action gun. I don't know how it got in there, but it did.
It went
Yeah,
the
it
other
was-
way.
I don't know. Well, and my brother, so he had I had a Weatherby 7mm mag.
Mhm.
Really nice. It's an older gun. Pretty robust. I mean, I've shot the shit out of that thing before. My brother had a 30-06 with a suppressor, and my gun was really nice and light. His was a little heavier, especially with that suppressor. The other thing was too is we're packing in and we're packing out, and so I've got like it's an Everly stock. I think it's like it's a 60. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the size. It's pretty decent size. Weighed about 14 pounds. The pack in total, and then plus the gun. But yeah, after about 3 days of hiking up and down that shit, man, it was me and my brother both were like, yeah, do we want to do this again, or maybe just find something close to the road and shoot it from the truck? And
At what point do you stop torturing yourself?
yeah, like, well, in the year before, my brother, they got one on the first day, I think is what it was. And we went to the exact same spot that he got it. And it was a brutal climb, man. I mean, it was like a straight down. They shot it, and then they corded this thing, and they hiked it all the way back up. He wasn't super keen, and neither was the guy that he was with, super keen on how to quarter it, and cut it up and pack it out. So he ended up leaving like a pretty good size chunk of it there, to the point where like the guy that processed it was like, you could actually get in a lot of trouble for leaving that much meat behind.
You may want to go back and get that.
Well, yeah. But it started getting dark. I think they shot it like around 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them when we went, I said, if I hear any of our people, because there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. There was 5 of us that went on this trip, and they split up, and then it was me and my brother. And I told them, I said, if any one of those fuckers shoot this thing or shoot something after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm not helping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back to the truck, and I'll keep the truck warm. I'll start it, and I'll keep the heater going. But
I'll cook.
I'll do all that. But
I'll go get McDonald's if you want.
you had time. But we didn't see a goddamn thing the 4 days that we were there. There wasn't nothing. We didn't see deer. We saw nothing. There was nothing there. And as we're the second day that we were out there, we start making our way back, and it's kind of starting to, we kind of stay out a little bit later because, well, we kind of got lost. Our
Men don't get lost. They go exploring.
Yeah. I was at that point. I was like, dude, we're fucking lost. I don't want to explore anymore. This is bullshit.
You're like, let's stop this hike and ask for directions.
I got married, and I've been exploring ever since.
Well, do any of you guys use the Onyx?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing is amazing.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
there's a huge lag time when you don't have service. So you kind of waiting for your breadcrumbs to show back up to figure out where the hell you need to go. But we started coming back down the hill, and we heard this huge crashing. I mean, it was like, it was loud. It sounded like it was really close to us, but we couldn't see anything because it was all the saplings and all the bullshit that was there. Come back out to the road, and we start walking towards the truck. The truck is like another 1.5 miles down the road. And we see this guy. We seen him the first day. We hiked up to like 9,300 feet. We're like, there's no way someone, first day, nobody's coming up here. Sure as shit, someone's coming up there, and it's this fucker. Well, we get back down there, and he's just sitting on a log next to the road. Apparently, he was an outfitter. And he's like, hey, did you guys see anything? No.
Not after you came crashing through.
Yeah. Well, he said, did you guys see that big old bull that started heading back up the hill? No, we didn't. Oh yeah, he's pretty big.
Thanks.
Nice. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Did you see him? Comes back empty-handed. Nope, didn't see him.
Yeah, fucker. But and it was super disheartening too, because we would hike up for like 2 or 3 hours and try to get up as close to 10,000 feet as we could, because there was no snow on the ground.
Yeah.
So they're not
Last year
pushed down.
sucked.
Yeah, they're not getting pushed down. So we're trying to get up as close to that 10 grand as we could. And there was bedding, there was shit, there was all kinds of game sign. And it's like there was one spot where you could fucking smell them.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. There was nothing there. There was bear scat fucking everywhere. And his one of my brothers, it was his brother-in-law. He actually had a bear tag, and we were like, well, maybe we'll get a bear. Who knows? We didn't have the bear
Outer
poopery.
bear tag comrade.
We didn't have any bear poopery though.
Oh.
You guys need to come up with that as quick as you can, because that would be awesome.
Now from Let's Go Hunt, bear poopery.
From your guys' last episode, talking about the gal that got bit in the ass as she was sitting down in a porta john.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How do you not see that? Like,
Dude, you got to
Right.
carry your gun everywhere, man.
everywhere. It was dark.
Like I'd reach down for the shit that's like hanging on my belt around, like sitting on the floor, and be like,
Yeah. What the
Don't
fuck?
let him fool you, Logan. He left his cig in my outhouse.
Is that what
Okay.
that was?
Yeah.
That's because it wasn't attached to my hunting belt. That was 3 in the
Why?
morning. I went out there because, dude, it was 3 in the morning. I went out there to shit so I could get about my
sorry.
day.
It's not an outhouse. It's my shitter shanty.
It was a shitty shanty, or shitter shanty.
Shitter.
It was a very nice shanty.
Yeah, I mean, game sign all over the place, man, but not a goddamn thing. And so we put in for the draw this year.
Mhm.
I think it was Unit 6, I think is what it was. It's the first time I put in for it, so I'm not expecting anything, but I guess the entire group also put in for it. So I don't know how that works, really. That's how avid of a hunter I am. So I don't know if we got a good chance of drawing there or not. If not, we'll probably just do over the counter again and go that route. But it's for first rifle, I think is for the draw. And I think last year we did second rifle. So that was also kind of another one too. There was some people that were talking about how they got some pretty decent sized bulls during first rifle and muzzle. But yeah, when it came to us, like they fucking nothing was there.
Damn that
Yeah.
shit.
First rifle tends to be the harder one to draw with elk because that's closer to the rut,
Yeah.
which is like archery muzzle loader type of shit. But I'm looking it up now and seeing how many points it'll take. Yeah, I hunted Unit 49, which is over by Buena Vista, Leadville, that kind of area.
Yeah.
We were in the elk, but it took me 6 points to draw that tag. And the only shot that I had, really true shot, was on a little 4x4 bull. And I'm like, I've got one bigger that I shot a mile from my house, hanging at my house. I don't want to shoot this thing right now. But
Yeah, I mean, on our last day, we were just like, "Fuck it, man. If it's whatever, we'll take it. At
Yeah.
least we'll get some jerky or something out of this goddamn thing." But it was pretty wild.
that was my thing too. It was I told myself I would hold off for a 6x6 for the first 2 days. And it was the evening of the second day, and I let it pass, and then I never pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
Whole season, which I had to leave early, but
It's
it's elk hunting, man.
I'll be ended up right in those same mountains this year because I have my 6 points this year.
Did you put in?
Not yet. I'm going to. It
Bro,
closes.
On
It closes next week.
Yeah.
For anybody in Colorado, it closes next week. I know you guys probably did it the episode I took off, didn't you?
No,
Like-
no, I did mine Sunday, actually.
Did you talk about it on that episode? Have
No.
we talked about it yet?
No, that's actually one of the things I'm going to talk about tonight.
All right. Well,
Ours is
we just
even
segued
over
into it awkwardly.
Well, Oklahoma is so lackadaisical when it comes to that, except for their lifetime pronghorn antelope tags and your elk tag.
You have lifetime pronghorn tags?
No, once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime.
Oh,
Yeah, my bad.
Very different than lifetime.
Yes.
Very different.
It's
hence my
3
confusion.
words different.
The exact opposite.
You can go whenever you want.
It's like desert bighorn year here.
Okay. So I have my 6 points for elk. I'm going to be putting in for that same tag in Unit 49 and basically following up with the scouting and everything that happened last year and just park myself right where Dave was last year and hope for a 4x4.
So, little known fact, where we were in the elk, there's a campground down there that is free use.
So I
So
could camp there.
I'll send you a pin, and that's where the fucking elk were. We were camped at 11,000 feet, and the elk were at 9,000 feet. So we were doing everything bass backwards. And it took us an hour to drive to where the fucking elk were from our camp because, we're no snow. We're camped up high. They're going to be up high. Everybody else had that same fucking idea because in the 6 miles of dirt road, there was 30 camps. I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
That was where the elk were, right? In those camps?
No, they were way the fuck away.
You said there were elk in the campsite. Different campsite. Our campsite.
Yeah, the campsite that I'm going to send you, where nobody
okay.
was camped at.
Okay, you're talking about our campsite where we had 30 fucking.
No, we
campers
had a
on the way.
moose up there
We did have that was cool. I
Yeah.
didn't see it, but it was cool.
and a couple deer. That was it. And a lot of fucking people.
Couple dark.
But couple deer.
So what you're saying is camp there and use that as a base instead
Yeah.
of where we
Yes.
were.
Do that.
That sounds good.
That and you're 3 miles off of 24.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not bebopping down that fucking 2-track for half an hour.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Okay,
just
yeah.
take pickups, or do you guys take side by sides, or
Pickups and then my Escalades.
I can't call what I drive a pickup. It's a Japanese Land Cruiser that's right-hand drive.
He calls it a truck.
It's a light
He
truck,
tries to.
extremely light truck.
as long as it saves on shoe leather, man, it's okay.
It does, man. I road hunted my forkhorn. It was great. I went deer hunting up with Dave and his dad, and first day I was like, you know what? I came up for meat. I'm leaving with meat. I saw a forkhorn right about half hour prior to sunset, and I was like, well, you're legal.
Great. Come on.
So I'm gonna use this 6 points, and I'm gonna go up there, and if I see a 4x4, I'm gonna go, well, you're legal. I'm pretty sure this tag I can shoot.
You can. There's no antler restrictions,
Right. So I can
you
shoot
could
like a spike if I want to.
A spike that will have taken you 6 years to draw.
But will have netted me about
That
400 pounds
fucking-
of meat.
That hurts me real bad.
I get it, but I'm not a trophy guy. Like it just,
I
just
know,
don't
neither
care.
am I, but I have a standard.
I have a standard too. Meat. It's a low standard, but it's still a standard.
I mean,
I
I can see both sides of that. Like I hunt for the meat. I'm not here for trophy, but also
Mhm.
it'd be pretty fucking cool to get a pretty
It'd be
good
pretty
size.
fucking
Yeah.
cool.
It
And it's
would be
taken
pretty
me
cool.
6 years to draw this fucking tag that 800 other people drew, apparently.
And only half of them showed up for.
I don't know. There's a lot of fucking people up there.
Which unit's the trophy unit here in Colorado? Is it Unit 2?
There's a few of them. There's some of them that take 20
It's in
years. to draw.
northwestern Colorado.
2, 3. Well, you can get 2, 3, 4, 401, or 301 and 441 all on the same tag in a late season tag. I know because that's how I got my cow. And
Okay, so yeah,
I
Unit
don't know
2
about the. Go ahead, Dave.
Unit 2 muzzle loader. There was 6 people that put in with 16 points, and only one of them drew it.
Good
There
Lord.
were 4 non-residents that put in with 32 points, and none of them drew it.
Damn, dude.
I know someone that drew the trophy unit this last year, and then they couldn't do it. They had some things that come up, and so they couldn't make that hunt. They're pretty heartbroken about it. Are they able to reclaim that, or is it like you're done? Like
Well, if they couldn't go, what they should have done was turn that tag in to get their points
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
But and they had to have done that before the hunting season started. So yes, there was an avenue. Unfortunately, that time has long passed.
well, I don't
um,
know if he probably did that or not. I have no idea.
If he did, I hope he did.
I imagine he would have.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's 30 years down the fucking drain.
right. Bro.
He had like 30 or 40 points. I think it was.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's been going for it for a long time.
Mhm.
And then come to find out he couldn't go, and his hunting buddy couldn't show up, and then he had something else that came up, and he was pretty heartbroken about that. But
Dude, that's wild. That sucks, man.
see, and that's one of the reasons. Like, I don't really want to get into this super heavy because I'm gonna get invested and I'm gonna take it serious, and then I'm gonna be mad when it doesn't happen. You know, for me, like if I draw an amazing unit and I go there for 4 or 5 days and I can't get any more time off without getting fired, and I still can't find one, and I lose that tag or whatever.
Yeah.
It'd be heartbreaking. I don't know if I can deal with that.
That's the hardest part about it is that's why they call it hunting, though. I mean, heavily armed hikes, we hope for the best, but we prepare for the worst. Like, yeah, it would really, really suck to get boned. But and that's honestly duck hunting, not this season, last season, like a year and a half ago. That's why I was shooting coot, so I wouldn't get boned. And now, like this most recent season, I had a pretty good early season, and I just kind of took the rest of the season off because other things came up, and it was just a good year. So, like, fuck it, you know. I didn't want to go out and no coot shooting boogie. There was no reason to. I didn't really want to eat them all that badly. I didn't want to cut them up. Like, why kill them if I don't want to deal with them? So, you know, just had some pleasant rows on the lake without shooting anything.
Logan,
but that's, you know, you get to a point.
I'm gonna throw an idea at you, and it's called a plains elk tag. And I think this will be right up your alley, judging by your
Out in Weld County.
Dude, it's legal up there.
No, I'm not mocking you. I'm saying it's a good idea.
Colorado has what they call a plains elk tag, and it is pretty much everything east of I-25 from September 1st to January 31st. Either sex, rifle. So you have a 5-month-long elk hunting season anywhere on the eastern half of Colorado. And you
Holy
can come
shit.
all the way down here into the canyons where we have a herd of elk. That's where I shot mine. I shot mine a mile and a half from my house out here. And I'm
Really?
southwest of Springfield. So yeah, you can pick that up. Same price as regular tag. It's like $70. But yeah, you can. I buy one every year just to have in my pocket just in case I see one.
Just to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. That's amazing.
It is a section about this big in the brochure.
They don't want
Out
you
of
to
the
see it.
85-page brochure, it's this big.
And I'm assuming it's only harvesting one animal, right? Like
Yeah,
No, it's a
it's
C
one,
class
but
tag. You can buy as many
it's-
of them as you want
Yes.
after you keep
So-
harvesting them.
You can. It is one animal per tag, but then you can go right back and get another one.
Holy shit.
It's over the counter. Yeah.
The trick is though, you have to find elk out here because there's a herd of
Yeah.
elk by me too, but they live on private land and they never leave it.
Well, the trick would be getting them in the rut where you can call them when they're stupid.
If
Probably,
they ever
That's-
rut, though.
I'd have to call them about 15 miles though. Before I
But
could
in
get them out.
thinking in terms of like hunting the canyons,
Yeah.
at least, like that would be a good time to, and it's something I've been meaning to do for years, just have never gotten around to it.
It's pretty elky down here in spots like right along the Oklahoma border, Oklahoma-New Mexico border. It's deep, pretty decent canyons, and we got a pretty decent sized herd of bighorn sheep down here too. So there's elk around. I mean, they've shot 7x7s out of here.
Dude, I still remember the last time we were down in the canyons, last time I was down there, and we saw that big old monster of a sheep up on top of the canyons.
Yeah.
You could just see his ripples from like 300 yards away.
Like,
Oh,
hey
and
guys,
the
look,
skyline
beast.
too.
look,
It was
Yeah.
felony.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
beautiful.
That's not a felony. It's just $7,500.
Oof.
What is that? Are you talking about those canyons that are southwest of Springfield?
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. I can see them from my house.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah. No, I've seen some pretty big sheep down there too. And this had been years ago, but when we used to camp down there, like goddamn, those little,
Yeah.
they're not little, they're pretty good sized, but
That's where all the elk run through down there, except when it gets dry and everybody's watering corn on the circles. They'll
Yeah.
come up out of the canyons, hang out in the circles. And one of the biggest elk that have ever been killed in Backett County was killed by a guy that was picking corn. He saw the elk and he's like, drove to town, grabbed a tag, grabbed his rifle, got back on the combine, fucking opened the door, and oh, waka.
I'm sure that's exactly how it happened.
I shit you not. The amount of animals that run out of a cornfield when there's a combine running through it, like getting down to the last little bit, it's just like
Because you've like pushed them into the
Yeah.
last ounce of
cover that
concealment
they
they've
have.
got.
like even if you're running a chopper,
Mhm.
God, it's insane. The amount of deer and just wildlife that I've gobbled up in choppers when you're getting to like the last like couple acres left of a feed field or corn or anything like that. It's just like Jesus Christ.
Skunks
Yeah,
are
they-
the fucking worst.
They tell you not to mow before Easter, but if you do that, how are you going to chop up baby bunny rabbits with your mower? Come on.
So when I was 14, my neighbor asked me to house sit their house while they were on vacation for a couple weeks, and that included mowing their lawn, which I was like, all right, that's cool. They paid me some money to do such, and I was like, neato. So I'm out there mowing the lawn one time, and I just ka-chunk, and I was like, what the fuck? Pull the mower back, go to look. I had just run over a snake, but it wasn't just any snake. It was a snake that happened to be mid with a mother rabbit who had left her 3 squealing infant rabbits laying in the grass while the snake devoured her lifeless body. And I was like, well, this is probably better than they'll get.
Fire up that mower.
This is better than they're going to get in life. So,
So I'm really sorry. I just looked over the comments. Montana Dirt Roads asked a question: am I in a sleeper? Yes, I'm in a Kenworth T680 sleeper.
Are you in a cult?
But why?
Daggone. Cattle
It's a
pot on
sleeper
the back.
Yes, with my couch above my head.
You're hauling cows, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
right now I'm hauling cows, but I'll probably be going back over to Illinois and Iowa to haul pigs next week.
Speaking
You ever been pulled over hauling cows and the cop said you were really moving back there?
I'm gonna fucking mute you.
No, that's it. Because I can't move in this thing because it's governed at 55 miles an hour.
Oh,
no.
So I was coming back from Hiram, Utah today, and I drove most of my road trip was on I-80.
Oh God.
Oof.
Yeah, I was a slow guy
Mhm.
the entire time. It really sucked.
Waving
Dude,
at
that
Swift.
sucks,
Come on
man.
around.
Yeah, I was just like, dude, like I'm on the CB, like, hey, just dude, go around me, man. Like it's not gonna get any better. Like, just go.
Until you get your own truck, then you're like, "What, governor?"
Oh, dude, that thing is gonna be hopped up on Mountain Dew. It's gonna be crazy.
Come at you
I'm all
like
jacked up like a spider
monkey.
monkey. Damn it.
If
I win.
Logan ever offers you a toothpick, take it.
I've had good ones. I've had bad ones. No, I'm just kidding. I've seen some of those guys. Like they're still out here. They're
Oh,
like
yeah.
the toothpick pirates. Those fuckers are. They are.
They're fucking crazy.
Dude, they're wigged out, man, all the
Oh,
time.
yeah. 100 miles an hour hauling cows.
All right, hold on a second there, Raggle Fraggle. Yes, 110 miles an hour is slow for us, but I work for a pretty big company that they govern our trucks at 65. I wish that I could go 110.
Eastbound and down.
Yeah, he was.
Loaded up and barely trucking.
But anyway, since we're on the
Oh,
topic,
Snowball would hate that truck.
Yeah, in the spirit of Mike,
No, man.
have you ever been pulled over while hauling pigs? And the cop just wanted in the back.
this is kidnapping.
He was looking for a
It's my
mate.
kin.
Why you got home my coworkers in there?
Get the LAPD out of there.
I couldn't help it.
Well, since we're on the topic of applications and everything, or you have something, Vince?
No, I just said wow.
Oh,
Wow.
I also
Oh,
put in for the
wow.
draw. I didn't put in for elk because I'm going to get an over the counter down here, that Plains elk tag, and I have to start rebuilding my point stash. I
Did you just put in for a point?
Yeah. I put in for deer again. I should draw my antelope tag this year. I did put in for a moose tag in 49 because it turns out it doesn't have as many points required to draw that tag as I thought there was. So I was like, well, we'll just go ahead and start applying. Probably not going to draw it, but whatever. I also put in for mountain goat because that also did not have as many points as what I thought it took. So
Are all those points different, like from one animal to another one?
yeah, so your points can't transfer. It's like if you didn't draw your tag or you didn't get your first choice on your application, then you get a preference point for that animal.
Gotcha.
So I've got
Yeah,
like
that's how ignorant I am when it comes to this stuff. I have no idea.
it is overly complicated with Colorado. So
It really is.
I've got
And
like
it's only going to get worse.
5 or 6 bear points. I've got 5 antelope points, 0 elk points because I burned all those. And now I'm getting into weighted points with bighorn sheep, moose, and mountain goat. So we'll see.
What do you guys? What do you guys use for your hunting rifles? Or does it just depend on the animal?
I use 2. So deer and antelope, I'll use my 6.5. Except for last year when my 6.5 was incorrectly sighted by me. And so I went to my 300 Win Mag. But my 300 Win Mag, that's my trusty rusty. But,
I've got a Sauer S101 XT in 30-06
FUD.
tell them about your
with a
unfud
1.8
30-06.
1.8 pound trigger pull. That is not a FUD trigger pull. That is a sneeze trigger pull, and it's taken 6 animals, I believe now.
Nice.
3 mule deer, 1 whitetail, 1 elk, and 1 pronghorn.
Tell them about your other 30-06.
Oh yeah. So points wise, I'm gonna put in for unit 5 for just for a doe tag. I think I might be able to get one without any points, just on the off chance.
I said tell them about your other
I-
30-06.
I'm
He's
going to.
really-
I'm
He's
getting
really
there.
fine.
Let me
He
land the
knows what's
plane.
going on.
Let me land the plane.
No, don't
If-
land it.
If I get
Oh,
that
man.
tag, I'm going to take up there a 30-06 AR from Great Lakes Firearms and Ammunition out in Michigan, and I'm going to try to take a deer with that thing because I've always wanted a 30-06 AR. And then here comes this company at a random gun show or a random trade show, and I'm like, 30-06 AR? Fuck yes! So now
This
I need
is
to
the
take an
Mike
animal
version
with it.
of, I got it.
Yeah.
What, you figured it out? No, I got it. It's the beat to Funky Town.
And
And then he just-
beat the funky town.
A gun which they no longer make, by the way.
Yeah, they stopped making them because apparently they weren't popular.
Oh,
Couldn't imagine
wow.
why.
Yeah.
Just the Yacht 6 or the long
All of them.
action?
I think the
Yeah, I
large
think all the
action,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
which
Yeah,
that
that's
sucks.
good.
It was a cool idea, but maybe
That's
they
gonna
should
be
have kept
collectible
marketing
someday.
it. It is. They should have kept marketing that instead of, oh, look at this 1911 we built. That was a mistake on their end, I think.
1911.
Corporate ADHD, it happens.
There's 4 ARs in 5.56 right here. I've killed deer with 3 of them. There's a 308 that killed 3 deer this last year. So 308 right here that hasn't killed deer as a 308. It used to be a 708, and it killed deer when it was a 708 and when it was a 300 Savage. 6.5 Grendel, I've killed deer with that. There's another 6.5 Grendel that's in pieces up behind me that I've killed deer with that. Kind of just depends.
So
Vince
basically,
is in Oklahoma.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're saying, Vince, is that the hunting season will be over before you decide what gun you're going to use for it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Actually, so I killed 2 bucks this last year, and that was during archery. So by the time rifle season rolled around, I didn't have any buck tags left. So I was just like, well, I guess I'll shoot a doe with the rifle. And my son shot a buck with the 308, and then I had an opportunity, and 10 minutes apart, I shot 2 does back behind my house with the 308. So I got to that was a fun one. But
Vince can legally kill a herd of deer a year.
Yep.
Pretty much.
if I don't draw any extra tags, I can legally harvest 8 deer.
Jesus.
Now they're whitetails, so they're basically rabbits, but that's still 8 rabbits.
Those 3 bucks we killed, so my son killed 1 and I killed 2. Each were about 100, between 170, 180, somewhere in there. Live weight.
Yuck.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just mad that your
That's right.
whitetail outweigh my little forkhorn.
I don't know. Vince has still got the record for smallest.
Yeah.
However, yeah, I mean,
2 years ago, Logan, I shot a button buck on a draw hunt because
I don't
look,
know shit about that, but I already know that that's damn.
look. Okay, so legally, of course, a button buck is legally antlerless. And to get your antler tag for that draw hunt, it was a 1-day hunt. To get an antler tag, you had to shoot an antlerless deer first. So to get that was their rule for this wildlife management area. So I shot my antlerless deer so I could get my antler tag and go find an antler deer. Well, I got done with the hunt at the end of the day, and they weighed that deer, and it weighed 57 pounds.
It's so cute.
You're not far off.
he just stuck it in his pack and carried it out.
Why don't you just hit it with a trank dart? Just say that it was dead, then take it home and feed it. Because goddamn, that thing is like
Just
a
feed it up a little bit.
yeah.
Why didn't you tell it you had free candy and throw it in the back of your white van?
I shot it first and then threw it in the back of my white van. Thank you very much.
Right, you're not supposed to shoot them where everybody can see. You're supposed to throw them in the van, and never mind.
That's
Got
what
a lot of
trafficking
experience,
like.
do you?
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
Oh gosh.
Sam, you
Hey.
took your 300 win AR out bear hunting last year, right? Was the last? No, it was year before.
Last year I got turbo fucked by work.
Yeah.
I pulled that out year before that on a
Year
bear
before.
hunt. Other than that, only rifle I've hunted with, besides small game with a 5.56, a 6.5 Creedmoor, Bergara B14.
Mhm.
Everything else I've done is with a bow, not successfully, but
Montana
took his
dirt
bow for a while.
roads. My dog weighs twice that.
You keep it, Cody Cosby.
No, my dog weighs that, the 57 pounds. Like my dog, I have a dog that weighs 130 pounds. Like outweighs, actually
You.
probably outweighs one of the does I shot.
Raggle Fraggle brings up a good point. No, the big game I kill is with vehicles.
Yeah.
I hit 3 deer in 3 weeks. Haven't hit one since.
That's actually how he got into hunting. Was he hit this deer and he's like,
God,
No,
I'm gonna
this
take
must
that
be
roadkill.
easy.
He had to gut it with a box knife.
the utility knife and the saw on my multi-tool,
and
which
then
got
sit
left on the
with it,
roadside for close to a year.
If it works, it works.
and
Oh,
then
it
sit
barely
with
worked.
it in his van for 3 hours waiting on AAA tow.
And then
What
wait
a
another
time that was.
And then wait another 2.5 hours for my wife to come pick me up because the tow truck
Uh-huh.
driver's like, "Oh no, we're still under COVID policy. I can't give you a ride." Like, you've got to be kidding me.
You mentioned the saw, and that just made me think of something. So I was talking to my boss sometime last year. She was telling me about they live on a ranch, and her husband makes dog food for their dogs, and he does it by killing pigs, and he'll just sawzall them up into pieces, like not even gut them, nothing, just sawzall pieces, and then boil that. Just throw them in a pot and boil that for hours until it all just breaks down, and then he dries it out and makes dog food, and it turns it into dog food. Throws in other stuff like certain vegetables that dogs need in their diets, that kind of stuff, but it's mostly just reduction of pig, basically.
I
So,
see some pig sauce.
A siglet.
God, that would be. I couldn't. Does he cook it in his house? Because I bet it smells amazing in there.
Oh no, he's got like a gigantic vat outside somewhere, and he'll just turn that with. I think she said it was gas powered, and he'll just turn that on, throw it in there, and just leave it there for a while.
Noted. Do not eat
long
his stew.
So when I was in college, well, I hunted coyotes ever since I could shoot a gun. But and I don't know who's got that thermal or the night vision scope, but God, that would be amazing because we had the old school one, like the first gen, where it was like super green and grainy. And
He's got a thermal.
yeah, it was. Yeah, you couldn't see more than about 50 yards, or you couldn't make anything out past 50 yards. But I was up in Yuma, Colorado, when I was in college, and there's quite a few pig barns that are run by Seaboard up there.
Oh yeah.
So what they would do is they would take all their deads, right, and they took them to this spot where this guy would use a bale grinder. So it's basically this big old cauldron looking thing that has blades in it that chews up the bales and just mulches them up. And he would do that. He would throw the deads in there with like straw, stuff like that. And they put it on the fields as fertilizer.
We call this the Pedo 6000.
Yeah, exactly. But wherever they spread that stuff, on the fields, it was like prime time for coyotes. You just go and sit out. I mean, if you were downwind, it was atrocious. You would gag a maggot.
That should kill you.
Oh God. But you could probably take out 5-6 coyotes a night without calling. I mean, they just come out there and just start gnawing on stuff, and you just pop them. We did the whole old school incandescent 3,000 or 3 million candela
spotlights.
Yeah.
Woo, spotlight for days.
That's what I was a month ago.
Yeah, not like the cool lights they got now that are 225, 3,000 lumens. It's got a throw of almost 200 yards, and you could see the eyeballs all the way out there.
Oh, yeah.
Like further than that.
Oh, I'm sure. You could probably see eyeballs for up to maybe 600-700 yards.
When you get the lumens in like the 2,000 and 3,000 range, you get the candela up above 100,000. You're talking, if you have magnified optics, a quarter mile, you can identify targets.
Montana dirt roads, I can't confirm. It did smell better than a Muslim.
Fact. I can also confirm, unfortunately.
I smelt one about 4 hours ago at a truck stop. Definitely would much rather sit in that field. But yeah, no, the lights nowadays are absolutely insane. When those Surefire Scout mini scouts came out, what is it? I can't remember. It was like it was the turbo. Jesus, I mean at 300 yards, you're still throwing light all the way down there, and you could actually, if you're looking through, I've got just an LPVO, but you can still see that 300 yards. You can still see your target just with that little light. It's crazy.
Just to throw back, remember when 100 lumens was like the hotness in a flashlight? Like, holy shit, we got 100 lumens out of this thing, and now
I'm not that old.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, I wasn't there for the 70s, man. I'm sorry.
The mag light conversion to LED. That was a thing.
I do remember that.
Yeah. And they were still this long with 4 D cell batteries for some reason. And then they realized we don't need to do that anymore, and they made them shorter.
Yeah, now we're using the 1, 2, 3s, and yeah, I still got that mag light with the 4 D cell batteries, and yeah, I could see why the cops wanted to carry them, dude. You crack somebody with that.
Oh yeah,
damage. Is that how you check your tires?
Yeah. No, I just kick them.
Yeah, same.
I just kick them. If they don't move when I kick them, they got air, and I just keep rolling. If they move when I kick them, then I need to put air in them.
Yeah. And then you get down the road and you hear a boom, and you're like, "Fuck."
Well, that sucks.
You don't run, or do you run super singles?
No, I don't run just regular duels.
Mint.
Yeah,
fuck super singles.
Those super singles they're nice for OTR shit, but not for what I'm doing.
No.
Yeah,
and if you blow a tire, you're just there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. You're fucked. The last time I blew a tire was in between Sterling and Sydney, Nebraska, and I mean when they finally got there, it took them, I don't know, probably about 25 minutes to change that tire. But I could only imagine if they tried. We had a fire truck that had a super single that needed to be replaced, and they tried to do that while still on the truck, and it was not a good idea. That was hopeless.
Yeah. Well, Shall we move on to our newest segment here? Yes, I have a little thing to talk about.
Indubitably, as long as I remember to hit the right button. Okay, well, it's recording. Nope.
That's not the right button.
I should have mapped these. There we go. You're talking about this one or spotlighting?
Yep, this one.
What's going on there, bud? Oh, what you got there? Oh, it looks pretty good, bud.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a man fishing for turkeys before.
Hey, if you show me, I'll show you. What do you say? Don't forget to bring a towel.
Dude, we're gonna get sued by South Park for having that.
No, we're fine.
Highly doubtful.
Well, they'll send
They're
they'll send the cease and desist first. We're fine.
Who
And then we
copied
just
us?
and then we can just respond. Only gay people sue us.
Listen.
They're like fair.
It's like,
I have seen Basketball. I watched those two make out. They will sue us.
Okay, so tonight.
What you got there, bud?
Oh, you want to see what I got there? Do you?
Oh yeah. Why don't
So-
you show me what you got there.
I don't know if you guys have heard of Pew.Locker. It is
lock her, I
a
don't even know her.
so it's a firearms catalog that you can build yourself. It's all secure, and I've been playing around with it a lot, and it's pretty fantastic. So it keeps track of all your firearms that you have and your accessories that are with it, and you can kind of change them around. And it even goes as far as soon as you upload a firearm, it'll create a QR code for you, so you can like have a tag, and you can put that on your gun case or whatever. It can track like rounds at the range for you, serial numbers, everything. You can upload a picture. You can pick like there's a Glock 1187 Premier with serial number. My
Glock 80
is
1187,
gay.
huh?
Caliber 12 gauge pistol. Nope, it's an SBR. And it's blued, and it was made in 1992. You can type all of this stuff in,
Best
And-
Korea, country of manufacture.
and you can pick a value of what is valued to you. So this is obviously worth
Oh.
$152.
About 350.
Need about
And-
350.
It has widow instructions. So if something happens to you, and you can print this whole thing out like on a spreadsheet, not even like a spreadsheet, but it'll have like instructions for what your beneficiary should do with said firearms, and it's either sell immediately, which obviously
I'm sorry.
beneficiary
Widow
name.
instructions or like
Sam.
none of I promise none of these to any of my buddies, no matter what they say.
Right.
Yes.
And they are all worth $5,000.
Sell them all for consignment for $5,000.
So then you upload your gun, it saves it, total asset value, like total units that you have. You can upload like suppressor info. You can upload a bunch of NFA stuff, muzzle loaders, that kind of shit. Then let's see if we go in here, QR tag, boom, right there. Oh, you can't see that, but it creates a QR tag that you can print off, and I think it's pretty fantastic, especially like with me. I mean, I've got guns fucking scattered everywhere, and I've been trying to set up a little spreadsheet just to make sure everything's hunky dory, especially for like insurance purposes. But the cool thing about this is that you can upload all of this stuff, and there's this little button down here called burn notice, and you can click that, and it says it will permanently delete everything, and there will be zero trace of anything ever. So if shit hits the fan and you don't want to have guns, you just click OK and poof. Are you sure? Yeah. And then you
Like-
type in your password and off it goes.
we've all seen Red Dawn. Like, this is a good reason to burn notice your pew locker if the Red Dawn happens.
But I think it's cool. I'm slowly uploading all of my shit to this. It is very, very, very secure. There you have security statements and everything's encrypted. So even Pew Locker can't get into your shit. But it comes from our buddy Sean from the We Like Shooting show on the FRN. Who is the FRN?
Sean is the FRN. Like, he's showed numerous people. I haven't seen it yet. I'm probably going to later this week, but he's shown numerous people from his end. His access to Pew Locker is, I have this many accounts. Can I see these accounts? Not even a little. The only one with access to your shit is you.
Yep. So,
well, and what I usually have told people in the past, like especially with the classes and stuff like that, and that law that came around with the whole, no gun, don't keep a firearm in an unattended vehicle and all that other BS.
mm-hmm.
I have all my shit cataloged already, but it's definitely not. I wish I knew about this because I spent
new
a couple of hours on an Excel spreadsheet. This is my gun. This is the 300. This is this. And,
he did this for you people, the ones that have the, like, you can do, if you can put in here all of your ammo. Like if you say you got 10,000 rounds of 9mm, you can put it in there, and then you can go in there later and you can be like, all right, I shot 100 rounds of that 9mm, and then it's going to update and be like, all right, you got 9,900 rounds of ammo on the wall.
And the glorious thing about the QR code is you could have that QR code on your stash of ammo, take a picture, or just scan it, and then it just boots it directly into that item in the Pew Locker. So if you swap scopes on a rifle, you'd be like, hey, scan this QR code, swap a scope real quick. That way you're not having to sift through all your shit trying to find the right rifle and all that stuff.
That's pretty cool.
So this right now, this is obviously a spoof account because you're not seeing my shit. There's a trial.
I need your credit card info, Dave.
A trial account that you can do, and I think it's up to 3 guns just in this, and it's completely free. All you do is sign up. And then there's a subscription type where it's $7 a month, or you can do a lifetime, and that's $100. The cool thing is, since Sean is so cool, coupon code MOIST gets you $5 off that lifetime.
He made it moist.
Yeah, I told him to make it moist.
People are going to be typing that in and trying to throw up.
Yep. Do what, Vince?
Like, what else was it going to be?
Yeah,
no, that's fair. It just.
But I texted him. I was like, "So, moist is what our most popular one is. So, if you could do that," he's like, "Got it." So, thanks, Sean. But yeah, it's been fun doing this because everything's just there, and there's a bunch of preloaded options when you go to add a gun, like Glock, SIG, whatever, what have you. So you don't have to type out everything all the time. That single shot 410 over there, I'm gonna have to type that in because I know they don't have a Hiawatha. So, but it's just so easy, and it takes all the guesswork out if something happens to you.
Like when you assign a value, you can add whatever value you think it's worth, but you can also like look up on Gunbroker yourself and like assign an actual value-ish to it. You can add the value of your scope that's mounted on it as well, like overall value, like, hey, this is what my widow should probably ask for this particular rifle. And then you can see your accumulated value, and you can be like, damn, don't ever tell my wife I got this much in guns.
So my wife's not allowed to sell my guns, so I've already made that clear.
So accessories. Red dot.
They're just my things. She doesn't even think about it.
I've done my best to make sure my guns are not sellable.
Like painting them?
Painting, doing weird things to them,
Put them
You
in your
can
pants.
you can upload
Making them
documents
moist.
like proof of purchase,
Your
or receipts, or
Form
anything.
4s, Form
Range
1s.
logs, has all this, which if you reload, might come in real handy for like sighting rifles and shit like that. So
I was
see,
going to
look,
ask.
the $5,000 optic bumped it to 5152.
I was going to ask when it comes to the ammo, and if you do reloading and you kind of mess with all that, if you're geek out on that stuff, are you able to kind of track what you did with a certain set of ammunition that you messed with, or is it just kind of something you got to type in like I did this many grains with XYZ?
So like you can do, I don't know, let's say you shot 20 rounds of, what do you say, 27 grains with a 65 grain bullet, whatever, what have you. I mean, if you can get into all like your coal and all that stuff if you wanted to in the description, but you can absolutely put like your powder measurement and your bullet grain weight and that kind of shit up in like the actual ammo part of it.
Mhm.
And it will kind of keep it organized that way. It'd be easier to see anyway. So I think
it's pretty neat. The best I did was take pictures of all my guns. One here's the whole gun, and then one close up of the serial number. That's it.
yeah.
And all those
That's what I had
pictures
done
are in my
previously.
phone. So,
Yeah.
but this is way better.
I have been chasing cows at night and lost my phone a mile from my house and had to retrace my 4-wheeler tracks to find my phone. So,
oops.
but yeah, I thought this is a pretty fucking slick tool.
Yeah,
So,
this was a great idea. So props to Sean for coming up with it.
yeah, simplified a lot of shit.
And I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there may or may not be one or two other companies out there that charge a fucking premium for this very same service,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have the firewall button, and they have access to your shit. So, if you do come across one of those premium services, run away, run to PewLocker.
Yeah, Pew.locker, not pewlocker.com. Pew.locker, and I'll put it in the show notes.
That's
I'm
pretty.
too paranoid for that.
I'm
mean, yeah.
interested, but that's a lot of work, and that's a project I don't have time for currently.
I'm too paranoid for it. It's all it boils down to.
I'm
I
paranoid,
see
but I'm
both
also
sides.
curious. I'm with Dave on this one, though. I want to know what I got. When you start counting your guns and you lose track after a certain number, it's time to inventory them.
I mean, nobody says you have to put every gun on here.
Yeah, like the one you didn't do a background check for, you don't put that one on there.
I
don't know what you're talking
your
about.
guns, you're doing it wrong.
Right?
I'm not implying, to be clear, I'm not implying you have done such. I'm just saying if you were the suspicious
Oh, it was the
type.
royal you, so you were talking about yourself.
Right.
We know what's up.
You encompassing all of us.
When I sold my Cummins, I cleaned it out and I found 2 guns, and I'm like, oh,
Holy
hey,
shit.
forgot about those.
I had updated my motorcycle's registration and went to unlock the rear seat to put that stuff in there and found my Glock 27. And I was like, oh, that's where you ran off to. All right.
Mike, is your motorcycle right-hand drive?
Right hand gear shift.
I don't. Number one, I sold my bike. Number two, fuck off, Vince.
That was a pretty good one.
You put the sidecar on the left instead of the right.
I mean, I worked for a dude. Well, this is a bad tangent. I worked for a dude one time who was paralyzed from the waist down, and he drove his motorcycle from the sidecar.
Interesting.
Yeah, then he died in a car crash midway through the job up in Denver, and it was really awkward.
Was it a sidecar crash?
T-bone.
Ouch.
Something.
Ouch.
It was just like, oh, we have to go finish that job because he's dead. Okay, that's all.
Dave died. We gotta. Oh, dude, that's terrible.
Mike, you got warheads this evening?
I apparently do. I
gave
came
you
up
one.
with. You did give me one. I came up with one also, but I'll go with the one you gave me and save mine for next week. Dusky's over here just rocking out.
His favorite song.
It is.
The song turned oddly popular. I don't know why.
It's a banger. All right, so here is what we got tonight. The headline reads from Cowboy State Daily. Keep in mind what year this was. 2020 continues. Idaho Police Department wrangles escaped alligator. So apparently, in the Yellowstone area, while they have all the grizzly bears and stuff there, Idaho has alligators. So this happened in Nampa, Idaho, which is a kind of a subdivision of Boise. Somehow an alligator got on the loose just running around Nampa, Idaho. 6-foot modern dinosaur just hanging out looking for potatoes. Officers pointed out in the call for some reason that they lived in Nampa, Idaho, not Tampa, Florida. All right, that's fair. This is Idaho.
Alligator.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Valid. Somehow the Fish and Game Department got on scene first instead of the local cops, and we're like, hey, local cops, can we have help wrangling it? Why the Fish and Game Department needed help from the local cops wrangling the gator, I'm confused. Whose job is actually wildlife? And yeah, the police department's like, oh, we sometimes herd cows, horses, occasionally deal with deer, even a moose last year, but a 6-foot alligator in Nampa, this was a first. Actually, last year I was in Nampa. That's about what they do. Cows, horses, occasionally deer and moose.
Did you eat some pet alligator while you were there?
I didn't flush one down the toilet, no. I didn't know I had a pet alligator. But he did say, see you later. I'm reading through the article multiple times, and there is still no explanation as to where the hell this alligator came from or what they did with it.
Oh, so I found another article that says they gave it to a reptile home, but could still not find anything about where it came from. Although a separate article did say that the initial 911 call was about an alligator underneath their trailer.
Could you imagine being the dispatcher that got that 911 call like that? Hey, there's an alligator here, and the dispatcher.
You're like, oh yeah, sure, fuck off.
Yeah, dude,
Fuck off.
You probably got to talking to like, hey, you can't tell people to fuck off.
They report it to the cops as a
Sir,
person with a
this is-
mental illness.
This line's for emergencies only. Please clear the line.
And then the cops that had to respond to it. What? No. And you know they all showed up just to see. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
Fish and Wildlife like, hey, can you help us wrangle it? And like, no. The fuck you want me to do about it?
Dude, I'm starting
They
to
took,
wonder
like,
if
7
that.
cops.
I'm wondering if whoever wrote this article is a moron and meant to say that the local PD was first on scene and that Idaho Game and Fish had to be called out to help wrangle it, because this Fish and Game being first on scene and needing help from the locals it's not making sense.
It makes a lot more sense because the local cops show up and go,
Yeah, exactly.
this
I
is a wild animal, right? Yeah.
Look, maybe
That's another problem.
maybe they knew that there was like a Florida transplant in the local PD. Like, hey, didn't this guy just move from Tampa? Like, yeah. Like, we need
Get
his
him
help.
over here.
Like, guys, that's just a stereotype. I guess I'll deal with it. It's fine.
Oh, so I guess he escaped from the Idaho Reptile Zoo, a nonprofit, and then the owner of the reptile zoo came to pick up the alligator after it was wrangled and its face duct taped shut.
Oh, so they gave it back to the guy who it escaped
Gal,
from.
yeah.
I would
She's
have gone
quoted-
the.
She's quoted as saying, "We're just happy he's home safe and no one was hurt."
I would
Yeah,
have
he-
gone the non-game species route and shot it, and then had it mounted.
You'll never
Maybe-
you'll never guess where I killed that one.
Fucking library.
Like, sir, how did you get it taxidermied so quickly?
You know, all of their trainings now, the DOW and the police are now, their trainings consist of watching Steve Irwin videos.
Now, if you see a stingray, swim away.
Yeah, don't near it. Don't do it.
Crikey, what a beauty.
Ah, he stabbed me in the heart.
I'll put my
Guys.
finger in his asshole.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, too. But another thing I thought was funny is so here we are with the butch lady cop, but that's just fucking electrical tape. So you've
That's
got
what they
two
use.
cops, a definite civilian dude just hanging out with his baseball cap on backwards and get some
Well, they-
electrical tape.
They needed the electrical tape because it was such a shocking experience.
And there's someone's random crock lying up the ground next to him.
Electrical tape
Croc.
is super, super, super popular.
That's how they knew it was an
Alligator
alligator. They
wrangler.
compared it to the croc, and it wasn't the same.
That ain't it. That's not it. No.
Bite force, much. Open force, not.
Anyway, I just thought that was a random funny one that I dug up because I didn't know you had one lined up, Mike. My bad.
Oh, I lined it up while we were doing the show.
I thought
Much
it was
like-
the same article about not taking a gun hiking or something.
No, I hadn't even pasted it in there. I went to paste
Oh,
it, and I was like,
okay.
"Oh, he put something," because I remember the one from "Don't take a gun hunting." God, that guy. Fuck that guy.
He sounds smart.
I bet he thinks he is.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he's probably a California transplant who
Oh, dude.
also believes that the only place that we get meat is from the supermarket.
Yep.
Nowhere else.
We
If
don't
you
need to
even
hunt. We
eat
can get
meat.
meat from the market.
Oh,
Fuck off
my
with that
sweet
shit.
summer child.
Right. Dude, those are the first like in the event anything actually happens and supply lines dry up, those are the people that are going to go first because they don't know how to get food other than at the grocery
Oh.
store.
You don't know. You don't have to worry about it. Bill Gates is going to come to the rescue. Didn't you hear that Bill Gates is out there? And I think it just popped up like a month ago or so again about him having a self-replicating meat, just like cancer cells self-replicating.
Yeah, those are. Oh, they made some movies on that shit, didn't they? Like there are some movies out there right now that they didn't end well when they try to replicate shit like that for people.
I don't know.
I-
They can get it. I'm not going to fucking eat it. I'd rather eat the damn
Mm-mm.
mosquito burgers from last week.
Oh God.
Dusky Econ. What guns do I shoot? There's a plethora of them. I do anything I can get my hands on, really.
So
What's-
go
what's
through
your-
your three: pistol, rifle, shotgun.
What's
Best
your carry
rifle
optics
shotgun.
gun?
My EDC are just like the favorite one that I shoot.
The
mother's
favorite one
maiden
for
name?
competition and your E EDC.
So my EDC is a P365 X carry, similar to the one that Vince got, but not near as awesome and fancy. With a Holliston EPS optic on it and a TLR 7 sub.
Nice.
And then the favorite one that I shoot, especially for competition, has got to be. I mean, it's really any of the shadows because they all shoot the same for me, really.
Fair.
As far as the rifle is concerned, AR, I really like to shoot my Geisley, but I've got a couple other guns that in that realm that they perform just as well. But I really like that Geisley. I've got a Surefire RC2 suppressor for that one. As far as the shotgun is concerned, I'm not a huge shotgun guy, But I do have a Weatherby hunting shotgun. I also have a Vepr 12 that I really like to run.
Nice.
Hunting rifles are going to be the Weatherby 7mm mag.
Oh, fucking A.
Yeah, you asked us. We never actually asked you, so
I
glad
am.
we circled back around.
Damn it.
Apologies. We're terrible at this game.
No, I wasn't expecting to answer that. That was a
I wasn't expecting to get interviewed, so
Well, before we get too far gone, I guess I
Yes.
have one question. I have a set of questions I always ask guests. I'm gonna go to the one that really matters.
I like how this randomly became Vince's thing over the years.
Yeah.
he just takes it.
Yeah.
So,
Immortality.
if
take
you
it.
could hunt one dinosaur, what would you hunt and what would you hunt it with?
It's a puzzling question for everyone.
I'd probably have to say the Velociraptor, and I would hunt it with a 45-70.
Oh,
I just watched Vince's tism just get kicked on, I think.
Like, what's he gonna pick? There's so many things.
Shadow.
Oh, I thought I saw Vince's eyes widen a bit, and I thought he was going to totally nerd out and like, you mean Velociraptor, or Dakota Raptor?
No, that is true. Are we talking about like the actual Velociraptor? Or are we talking about the
Deinonychus, as
the-
in Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park Velociraptor?
Which one's more dangerous?
The Deinonychus Jurassic
The
Park,
Jurassic Park version.
Velociraptor.
The Jurassic Park version's more dangerous?
Yes.
Then
So
no.
real Velociraptors were only about 3 feet tall and probably covered with feathers, so they were more like goddamn
Chickens.
angry chickens.
It's
Yeah.
the fucking worst rooster you've ever seen.
Yeah, dude. Ooh.
Like, have
Giant
you been
murder
attacked
turkey.
by you ever been attacked by a fucking rooster before? Like, I don't want that thing anywhere near me.
We're going raptor instead of turkey hunting, you're raptor hunting.
Murder turkey.
Oh god.
Murder turkey.
Show title.
Jurassic Park version then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 45-70. Yeah.
So
It-
when
it-
Michael Crichton was writing Jurassic Park, he thought that like the features of the Deinonychus, the 6 foot tall Velociraptor that we know, he thought that was way scarier sounding than the 3 foot tall little bitty angry turkeys. So he described the Deinonychus animal, but called it a Velociraptor, and the fucking movies and everything just took off with it, and it's like canon in the Jurassic Park world, but it's not actually factually true. They're not that big.
I
Yeah.
could have planned my entire life without knowing that, because now I'm really disappointed.
That's Mike. Here to ruin
Ruined.
things for you.
No, it reminds me of when I was told that Santa wasn't real. Like, that's kind of the same feeling I have right now.
What?
Damn.
Dude. Ouch.
Sorry,
Aw.
Sam.
Oh,
Let me see if I
Whether
can find
or
it.
not, Santa is real.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find a modern version of what they think the Velociraptors looked like, so we can ruin it completely for you.
they look like angry fucking roosters, man. With
Vince-
spurs that face forward.
Vince, I would also say the bear country question might be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, fine. So, if you had to go into bear country, we're talking grizzly bear here, or coastal brown bear, and you could not carry a rifle, what handgun would you carry, and what is it chambered in?
I would have to say 9mm 147 grain plus P.
Mm-hmm.
Solid answer.
Out of what gun? Yeah.
What gun?
Any 9mm gun.
Just pick one. Pick any 9mm.
Taurus G3C. Got it.
Gross.
Oh, isn't that what
Any-
fucking-
Any
isn't that
other
what-
gun.
Ruger
Isn't
RXM.
Isn't the Taurus G3C what Meat Eater on that video they did
Yes,
fucking
yes.
years ago? We're like,
Yep.
oh, I'd take that one there.
Yeah, where they did their handgun training.
Yep.
Bro, that was fucking painful.
Yes,
I would use the Ruger RXM is what I would use.
Dollar bill high point.
What is
All right.
this fucking abomination?
Jesus Christ.
This is what they think Velociraptors actually looked like.
Do you
Me-
think they called them hens and cocks?
Probably.
Probably.
I got me a cock tag.
I bet you do.
You want to see my
Man.
cock?
Maybe at one point they've turned it into hens and cucks now.
Yeah, you're right.
Look what they did to my boy. They massacred my boy.
Did you say cuck?
Yes.
He did.
So the boys just watched while their mate got railed. Nice.
Yep.
Well,
They're the
'cause
reason
he
the
used
chair
to be
exists in the
cool.
hotel room.
They used to be a giant murder lizard, and now they're just these little feathery weirdos.
Yeah, we definitely cucked the Velociraptor. Thanks, Michael Crichton.
Yeah.
He died of cancer. That's what he gets.
Good.
God damn.
Fucker.
Fuck's sake, guys.
Dave
Was
over here
not
like, have
expecting
some
that."
respect. He just died.
He just died. Yes.
He died.
No.
Oh wait, fuck off.
It just caught me off guard. And how willing Logan was. And you was like, fuck that dude.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he did ruin like one of Logan's like lifelong dreams.
No, you ruined it by
Yeah,
telling
you
me
did
that.
that.
No, Michael Crichton ruined it. I just
He made
Pointed
the
at
dream
the
possible. You're
inconsistency.
the one here who's having
Yeah.
causing a
No,
problem.
I'm going to the
messenger being
root of the
shot.
problem. The root of the problem was the dude that died of cancer. Like, fuck
see.
him.
This is what I'm saying. He could have just called it Deinonychus, and we could have all been afraid of the Deinonychus. But no, we had to be afraid of the Velociraptor.
Yeah,
you
but that
can't-
doesn't sound
can't shoot
scary.
the messenger.
Clever girl.
Kill the girl.
I said clever girl.
Oh, that's even better.
I had a girlfriend like that once.
She ambushed you from the side while you were watching other girls.
Yeah,
Ooh, sha-la-la-la,
Actually, that's-
my oh my, look like the boy too shy.
That's about
He's
what
gonna
happened.
that's
kill the
exactly
girl.
what happened. Yeah.
Wait.
Intriguing.
Oh boy.
Logan, if you ever hunt with Mike ever, you were going to check a lot of boxes that you didn't know you had to check because he will tell you them. I know all about Mike's past girlfriends, and I did not want to, but I do now. So
Dave's got a list of things he wish he didn't know about me that he just writes new stuff in and then checks
Oh,
the box.
I've got that list too. Trust me.
yeah.
I mean,
Vince
there-
has yet to have the pleasure of meeting Mike in person, and it will be a great day when that happens because I'm just gonna go.
Oh boy.
did I ever tell you about the time? No.
Have you ever met somebody who's realized their full potential?
Jealous of everyone that has not met you.
That's funny.
Oh, that's mean.
I love
That's a
that
low
one.
blow.
That's a good one. I use that on my
That was-
coworkers too. So
Y'all are still way less douchey than people I used to know.
Oh, then we got to work on that.
yeah,
You got a long way to go there.
Challenge accepted.
I'll tell you what. If you ever get the chance to work or dabble in public safety or anything that has to do with the public, you'll have a new appreciation for like people that actually don't have their head in their ass. Because when you've worked as a firefighter, EMT, first responder, corrections officer, it's you meet some fucking crazy people out there. You're
oh
like,
yeah,
"Hey,
because you were
should've
correction
been followed."
officer. You were correction officer for quite a while, weren't you?
For about 5 years for the state of Colorado
Yeah.
and the juvenile corrections facility up here.
I've heard some of your stories, and I'm like, bro, you are a patient man.
It's character building. It was character building.
Yeah,
But if they really understood, like if my bosses or boss or whatever, if they really knew just how much shit I talked to those kids, I probably wouldn't have been there that long. But I used to be pretty brutal. Like, you're the one that made it. You did. Or, hey, look, man, I get it. You're not here on scholarship. We all know that. Fuck.
I'm gonna go put a baby in your mom. That way, she at least has one kid to be proud of.
Exactly. Like, hey, I saw your mom, dude. Are you sure you want to go there? We'll go hit on her right now.
I don't know what the fuck he has, but I know it's hard to pronounce.
You already call me boss. You want to call me daddy too? I'll go there.
Okay.
Well,
Well, anyway,
Logan,
Anyway,
thanks for coming on, man.
I appreciate you guys having me, man.
Where
Yeah.
can people find Berserker Tactics?
So most of the stuff that I do is going to be on Facebook. So just Berserker Tactics on the Facebook. I'm also on Instagram, Berserker Tactics 2. The reason why it's 2 is because I'm a retard and I don't know how to spell Berserker the first time. I couldn't get
fair
it.
enough.
I also got some bullshit on TikTok as well, Berserker Tactics. I do have a website.
You fucking zoomer, man.
Yeah, fucking berserkertactics.com. But that's kind of a place where you can kind of go and look at all the stuff that I offer. But I tell people not to try to like register for a class or buy a class on that website because it's through GoDaddy. And
Oh, yeah, fuck them.
dude, fuck them for sure, hard.
I'm figuring not, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I fucking hate GoDaddy. I get all of our shit pulled off there because they're such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's something else, man. But that's where they can find me at. Pretty easy. Like I said, I'm based up here in Alt, Colorado. So if you call around to some of the gun ranges and gun stores up here, a lot of people know me. So I also travel for instructing as well. So if there's a group of people like down in your guys' area or whatever needs a class or what have you, or if you guys are interested in coming and doing a shoot or a match or whatever, let me know. And if I can make it down or you guys make it up or whatever, I'll make sure that we're able to get together for that. So
Yeah, if I ever do drag my ass up to Weld County to shoot a match, I'll let you know.
for sure, man. Yeah, it'd be fun.
It's such a long drive, though.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it is. In the road that I usually take to go down into your area, there's nothing there. There's like nothing, and so it's a pretty boring drive. But if you come and shoot with me, you'll probably more than likely shoot with my brother, and we have a pretty good time. We spend more time talking shit than we do actually like taking things serious.
Fair.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
That's the best kind of squad to be on.
Oh, especially with the steel matches, man. Like there's some of those guys that just get locked in. You know, they're just so like I'm all about this. And me and my brother are just sitting there, just talking shit, having fun, and we're still burning it down, kicking their ass, and they're just getting more upset. We actually we shot with a couple of SWAT boys a couple of months ago, and this one dude was so fucking mad that as soon as he got done shooting, he walked back to his truck and left. He didn't even stick around. So,
I'm going home.
yeah,
Because he had to shoot in actual scenario and wasn't doing very well.
well, with most law enforcement guys that I know, and I say most, not all, so please don't fucking take that out of context. But there's a lot of law enforcement guys that think that they're a higher tier than what they actually are. And so, yeah, when they show up to one of these things, like, oh yeah, dude, I got this thing. And then there's like fucking Sam from accounting at, Farmers Bank that is like completely blowing his socks off. And he's like, what the fuck, man? Like, this is supposed to be my job. I was like, yeah, dude, well, you fucking suck.
This
Mhm.
motherfucker does my taxes.
Yeah.
I watched. I was at a match 5 or 6 years ago, and 2 CSPD SWAT guys had showed up to shoot their first match. They went through the safety course, they did the whole thing, and then one of them DQ'd on his very first stage because he turned around, broke the 180 with his pistol pointing straight at the ground, and he's like, "That's not a DQ," and they're like, "Yes, it fucking is. Like, you got to follow the rules here. This ain't a shoot house.
Yep.
Like, you cannot turn around and face the crowd with your gun in your hand like that. You cannot do that."
Well, you can
And-
always tell a cop, a guy who's a cop at those matches versus someone who's a competition shooter because it's just how they move and how they work around corners and stuff like that. It's kind of funny because they're very blocky, because they watch too many military movies instead of actually like flowing through a stage. But yeah, I mean it's fun though, man. I have a lot of fun doing it. If any of you guys are interested in any of that, yeah, let me know. I'm always down to shoot. So.
Based.
And if you want to come down and hunt elk, let me know.
Dude, I'm gonna look into that tag, man. That's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
that might be a game changer.
I'll send you a link.
Sweet, hell yeah.
Well, if you enjoy the show, help us out. Leave us a review. Reviews are good. Reviews help us spread the CWD. There we
Yes.
go. I was about to say CPW. No, we don't want to spread CPW. We want to spread the
Definitely not.
CWD that is this podcast, so that other good, deserving podcasts go straight down the drain. So leave us a review, email contact@lghpodcast.com, and you'll get a sticker pack to stick to your forehead so you can be a walking billboard for us.
Yay.
Perfect. Support the sport. Take a buddy hunting. I didn't fade that up at all. If you like that buddy, tell him about the show. If you don't like that buddy, diddly is Marklar. Marklar. I only remember
Send
the
him to Meat Eater.
Marklar. Hit us at lghpodcast.com. Thanks for listening. And let's go hunt. Moist.
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 So we have Siglet, Reduction of Pig, Pedo 6000, and Murder Turkey.
Oh no. Murder Turkey Pedo 6000.
Yeah, something of that nature.
I like it.
Good night.